As the coronavirus shuts down many businesses and schools across the nation, the Idaho State Legislature decided to follow their own recommendations and adjourn this year's legislative session. It was actually the state's fourth shortest session, lasting just 74 days. We spoke over the phone with District 7 Senator Carl Crabtree to talk about some of the bills that Congress passed this year. Senator Crabtree headed 3 bills ranging from education to ambulance services in rural areas of Idaho. He first took on a problem that teachers were seeing across his district. According to Crabtree, schools in Idaho were able to hire convicted felons.
Assault and battery with intent to whatever, and then they could be rape, and they could be prostitution rings, and those people could still be teaching school.
Crabtree said current laws prohibited them from working if they were felonies against minors, but not adults. Crabtree says the bill passed both the House and Senate and is awaiting Governor Brad Little's signature. Another bill that the senator took on was the option to vote for a rural ambulance district. Crabtree says the people should be able to decide.
If the people around Pinehurst wanted an ambulance district, they would get together and vote to have one, instead of having the county commissioners decide if they wanted to have one. So the local people that are going to pay for it get to decide if there's going to be an ambulance district, and then they can decide how much they want to charge themselves for that ambulance district.
That bill also passed. One bill that many paid close attention to was the Next Teacher Career Ladder, which is a way to pay teachers on a 5-year plan. This year, state legislators passed a new career ladder that increased the top-level salary $2,000 more.
And the reason we're doing that is to help some of these rural districts particularly are not being able to retain their experienced teachers, because those teachers just can't afford to stay in the communities once they've gotten experience, and the urban schools will pay them so much more. So we're hoping this will be an incentive to keep the best teachers in rural Idaho.
Teachers on the upper end of that ladder will soon be making $52,000. With the coronavirus in discussion across the United States, many government leaders have been criticized for their response. Governor Little was one of them. We asked Senator Crabtree what he thought of Little's response.
I really like that question because, he has been criticized for not responding like maybe California and Oregon did by making statewide mandates. That's not the Idaho way, in my view. The Idaho way is we localize decisions, that Boise is not like Kuski, which is not like Weippe. And so we want to have local decisions instead of having some state government mandate. And I really respect that. And that's just the Idaho way. We don't like somebody in Boise telling us what to do.
The Wallace School District was also criticized for their response to the outbreak. According to a source associated with the district, around 100 students were missing from school last week, and the district kept their doors open until late Thursday. Senator Crabtree didn't have much to say on Wallace's decision.
I like local decisions, and sometimes they're wrong, but I'm not going to sit down here in Boise and decide how Wallace should have done their school opening. That's their business, and I trust them, and I think that the people will help them make that decision. If it's a bad one, they'll help them get it right. So, again, I point to local control of these kind of things. And, boy, it's not up to me to suggest what they should be doing there.
Wallace was not the last school to close in the state of Idaho. Shoshone Joint School District was still open when Wallace shut their doors. Overall, Senator Crabtree said the session was short, but they got a lot done. For Silver Valley News, I'm John Webb.